Dear viewers, the main goal of our channel is to pay tribute to all the people who are leaving this mortal world, and those who have achieved extraordinary success in life, and to highlight their success stories so that the new generation is inspired. Today, we will discuss about 3 American legends. They are respectively James Foley, a film, television, and music video director best known for the Al Pacino-led black comedy. Glengarry Glen Ross, who died May 6, 2025, of brain cancer at his home in Los Angeles at the age of 71. David Souter, a former Supreme Court justice who sat on the bench from 1990 to 2009, who died May 8, 2025, at his home in Hopkinton, New Hampshire at the age of 85. Chet Lemon, an all-star centerfielder with the Detroit Tigers who won a World Series with the team in 1984, who died May 8, 2025, in Apopka, Florida, after a series of health issues at the age of 70. Let's discuss in detail now. James Foley, 1953-2025, was an American director whose career spanned over 3 decades, marked by a distinctive blend of psychological depth, moral ambiguity, and taut storytelling. From his early days in film school to his later work in television and music videos, Foley's contributions left a lasting impact on the entertainment industry. Early life and education. Born on December 28, 1953, in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn, New York, James Foley grew up in Staten Island. The son of a lawyer, he initially pursued a degree in psychology at the State University of New York at Buffalo, graduating in 1974. Despite his academic background, Foley's passion for filmmaking led him to the University of Southern California's School of Cinematic Arts, where he earned a Master of Fine Arts in Film Production in 1979. During his time at USC, a pivotal moment occurred when renowned director Hal Ashby viewed one of Foley's student films. Impressed by his work, Ashby encouraged Foley to write for his production company, a gesture that significantly influenced Foley's early career. Early career and breakthrough. Foley's professional journey began with his directorial debut in 1984 with Reckless, a low-budget teen drama starring Aidan Quinn and Daryl Hannah. While the film did not achieve significant commercial success, it showcased Foley's potential and garnered attention within the industry. His next project, At Close Range, 1986, marked a turning point. The film, a gritty father-son crime drama featuring Sean Penn and Christopher Walken, was critically acclaimed and entered into the 36th Berlin International Film Festival. Roger Ebert lauded it as one of the purest and most uncompromising of modern film noir, highlighting Foley's ability to capture the emotional complexity of his characters. Notable film work. In 1992, Foley directed Glengarry Glen Ross, an adaptation of David Mamet's acclaimed play. The film's sharp dialogue and intense performances, particularly by Al Pacino and Alec Baldwin, received widespread praise. Baldwin's prologue, often cited as one of the film's standout moments, became iconic in cinematic history. Foley's direction brought Mamet's biting commentary on corporate America to life, earning the film nominations for the Golden Lion at the Venice Film Festival and the Critics' Award at the Deauville American Film Festival. Following Glengarry Glen Ross, Foley directed Who's That Girl, 1987, a comedy starring Madonna. Despite the film's commercial failure, Foley's collaboration with Madonna continued as he directed several of her music videos under the pseudonym Peter Percher, including Live to Tell, Papa Don't Preach, and True Blue. These collaborations were notable for their stylish visuals and narrative depth, reflecting Foley's versatility as a director. In the late 1990s, Foley expanded his repertoire with films like The Corruptor, 1999, an action thriller starring Chow Yun-fat and Mark Wahlberg, and Confidence, 2003, a con artist drama featuring Edward Burns. While these films received mixed reviews, they demonstrated Foley's ability to navigate different genres and maintain his signature focus on character-driven narratives. Television work. Transitioning into television, Foley directed several notable series and episodes. He helmed 12 episodes of the critically acclaimed Netflix series House of Cards, bringing cinematic quality to the political drama. His other television credits include episodes of Twin Peaks, Hannibal, Wayward Pines, and Billions, showcasing his adaptability and skill in various genres. Later career in the 50 Shades series. In the 2010s, Foley directed the final 2 installments of the 50 Shades film series, 50 Shades Darker, 2017, and 50 Shades Freed, 2018. While these films received mixed critical reviews, they were commercially successful, highlighting Foley's ability to deliver mainstream entertainment with broad appeal. Personal life and legacy. Throughout his career, Foley was known for his intense dedication to his craft and his ability to draw compelling performances from his actors. His collaborations with cinematographer Juan Ruiz Anchia were particularly notable, resulting in a series of films characterized by their visual style and emotional depth. Foley passed away on May 6, 2025, at the age of 71 after a prolonged battle with brain cancer. His death marked the end of a distinguished career that left an indelible mark on both film and television. Foley's work continues to be celebrated for its emotional resonance, moral complexity, and cinematic excellence. David Hackett Souter, 1939 to 2025, was an American jurist who served as an Associate Justice of the U.S. Supreme Court from 1990 to 2009. Appointed by President George H.W. Bush, Souter was initially expected to be a conservative voice on the court. However, he became known for his liberal rulings, particularly in cases involving civil liberties, abortion rights, and the separation of church and state. His tenure on the court was marked by a commitment to judicial restraint, respect for precedent, and a deep understanding of constitutional principles. Early life and education. Born on September 17, 1939 in Melrose, Massachusetts, Souter was the only child of Joseph Alexander Souter and Helen Adams Hackett Souter. At age 11, his family moved to a farm in Weir, New Hampshire, where he spent much of his youth. Souter graduated from Harvard College in 1961, earned a Bachelor of Arts degree from Magdalen College, Oxford in 1963, and received his Bachelor of Laws, LLB, from Harvard Law School in 1966. Early legal career. After law school, Souter returned to New Hampshire, where he began his legal career in private practice. In 1968, he joined the New Hampshire Attorney General's office as an Assistant Attorney General. He quickly rose through the ranks, becoming Deputy Attorney General in 1971 and then Attorney General in 1976. During his tenure, Souter gained a reputation for his legal acumen and integrity. In 1978, Souter was appointed to the New Hampshire Superior Court, and in 1983, he became an Associate Justice of the New Hampshire Supreme Court. His judicial philosophy was characterized by a careful, case-by-case approach, avoiding ideological extremes and focusing on the application of law to the facts before him. Appointment to the U.S. Supreme Court. In 1990, President George H.W. Bush nominated Souter to the U.S. Supreme Court to fill the vacancy left by the retirement of Justice William J. Brennan, Jr. Souter was considered a stealth nominee because he had a limited paper trail on national issues, which made him an attractive choice for conservatives seeking a reliable judicial conservative. The Senate confirmed his nomination unanimously. Judicial philosophy and notable decisions. Upon joining the Supreme Court, Souter quickly distinguished himself as a thoughtful and principled jurist. He was known for his deep respect for legal precedent and his belief in judicial restraint. Over time, however, Souter's decisions often aligned with the court's liberal bloc, surprising many who had expected him to be a conservative. One of his most significant contributions was in the 1992 case Planned Parenthood versus Casey, where the court reaffirmed the constitutional right to have an abortion. Souter co-authored the plurality opinion, which upheld the central holding of Roe v. Wade and introduced the undue burden standard for evaluating state restrictions on abortion. This decision was pivotal in maintaining abortion rights in the United States. In the 2000 case Bush v. Gore, Souter dissented from the majority's decision to halt the Florida recount in the presidential election. He argued that the court's intervention was inappropriate and that the recount should proceed to ensure a fair and accurate result. Souter also played a key role in cases involving the separation of church and state. He consistently opposed government-sponsored religious activities in public schools and supported the principle that government should not endorse or promote religious beliefs. Personal life and retirement. Throughout his career, Souter was known for his modest and private lifestyle. He never married and preferred a simple, low-tech existence. He lived in a modest farmhouse in Weir, New Hampshire, and shunned the social scene in Washington, D.C. He was known for his love of reading and his commitment to civic education. In 2009, Souter announced his retirement from the Supreme Court, effective at the end of the court's term. He was succeeded by Justice Sonia Sotomayor, who was nominated by President Barack Obama. After retiring, Souter continued to serve the judiciary by sitting on the U.S. Court of Appeals for the First Circuit until 2020. Legacy. David Souter's legacy is characterized by his commitment to the rule of law, his respect for constitutional principles, and his belief in the importance of judicial independence. He was a jurist who approached each case with seriousness and humility, always striving to apply the law fairly and impartially. His decisions, particularly in the areas of civil liberties and the separation of church and state, have had a lasting impact on American law. Chief Justice John Roberts praised Souter after his death, stating, "Justice David Souter served our court with great distinction for nearly 20 years. He brought uncommon wisdom and kindness to a lifetime of public service. He will be greatly missed." David Souter passed away on May 8, 2025, at his home in New Hampshire. He was 85 years old. His death marks the end of a distinguished career dedicated to the service of justice and the principles of the Constitution. Chet Lemon, born Chester Earl Lemon on February 12, 1955 in Jackson, Mississippi, stands as one of Major League Baseball's most distinguished center fielders. Over a 16-year career, spanning from 1975 to 1990, Lemon's prowess both at the plate and in the field left an indelible mark on the sport, particularly during his tenure with the Detroit Tigers. Early life and entry into baseball. Raised in Los Angeles, Lemon's athletic journey began in the minor leagues, where he initially played as a third baseman. His transition to the outfield proved fortuitous, as he quickly adapted to the position, showcasing exceptional defensive skills and a strong batting presence. Drafted by the Oakland Athletics in the first round of the 1972 MLB draft, Lemon's professional debut came in 1975 with the Chicago White Sox. Rise with the Chicago White Sox. Lemon's early years with the White Sox were marked by significant achievements. In 1977, he set an American League record with 512 outfield putouts, a testament to his defensive capabilities. That same year, he led the league with 524 total chances. His consistent performance earned him All-Star selections in 1978 and 1979. Known for his speed and agility, Lemon became a cornerstone of the White Sox's lineup, contributing both offensively and defensively. Transition to the Detroit Tigers. In November 1981, Lemon was traded to the Detroit Tigers, a move that would define the latter part of his career. Initially, he faced challenges, including injuries and a position change that affected his performance. However, Lemon's resilience shone through. By 1983, he had reclaimed his spot as the Tigers' starting center fielder, delivering outstanding defensive plays and offensive contributions. The 1984 World Series Championship. The pinnacle of Lemon's career came in 1984 when he was an integral part of the Tigers' World Series winning team. That season, he achieved career highs with a 287 batting average, 34 doubles, 20 home runs, and 76 RBIs. His defensive prowess remained unmatched, earning him a third All-Star selection and the admiration of teammates and coaches alike. Manager Sparky Anderson lauded Lemon as the best center fielder I've been around, highlighting his work ethic and dedication. Post-playing career and legacy. After retiring from professional baseball in 1990, Lemon faced health challenges, including a diagnosis of polycythemia vera, a rare blood disorder. Despite these obstacles, he remained deeply involved in the sport. He founded the Chet Lemon Baseball School in Florida, a training facility that produced over 70 first-round draft picks, including notable players like Kerry Carpenter. Lemon's commitment to youth development extended beyond his school. He established the Chet Lemon Juice, an AAU baseball program that produced prominent players such as Prince Fielder, Zach Greinke, and Billy Butler. Personal life and faith. A devout Jehovah's Witness, Lemon's faith influenced various aspects of his life, including his decision not to stand for the national anthem, a stance he explained by emphasizing his allegiance to God's kingdom over earthly symbols. Passing and tributes. Chet Lemon passed away on May 8, 2025 at the age of 70 in Apopka, Florida. His death marked the end of an era for both the Chicago White Sox and the Detroit Tigers. Tributes poured in from former teammates, coaches, and fans, all acknowledging his contributions to the game and his character both on and off the field. Career highlights. Batting average, .273. Home runs, .215. RBIs, .884. All-Star selections, 1978, 1979, 1984. World Series champion, 1984. Career putouts, record, .512 in a single season, 1977. Chet Lemon's legacy is a testament to his skill, dedication, and passion for baseball. From his early days with the White Sox to his championship run with the Tigers and his post-retirement contributions to the sport, Lemon's impact is enduring. His story serves as an inspiration to aspiring athletes,